Oh, what do you know? There's 2 missions involving patients or something, or people from the hospital. You know, my favorite thing about those 2 things is that they're not devil's teeth. Devil's teeth? I've heard of a thing in Lovecraft stories called Devil's Reef, I think. I don't know. Anyway, let's put off going underwater as long as possible. Ha 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 ha. See, I probably don't need you here anymore, the key of the headquarters. Alright, so the diving suit factory is right here. Well, field research is... it doesn't keep the location. Okay, they're not especially near each other. In fact, the diving suit factory is right by that waypoint, so I don't need to multitask or plan for my future trip to there. I can just kind of go. So we good. We good. I'll just go right down to here. Yeah. We'll investigate these 2 places if I can. Look into our poor doctor's missing patients. Or I think one of them is missing or something. I don't know. I'll review the 2 separate instances as we approach. So first is home of the infected man. The man who died and turned into a monstrous creature lived in northern Salvation Harbor on Moreland Road between Higgs Lane and Benevolent Tides Road. Dr. Grant from the Oakmont City Hospital asked me to find out what happened there. So just investigate this guy's house. Definitely seems to be a trend with these quest designs. Yo, somebody turned into a Lovecraftian horror beast. Take a look. And then you take a look and you're like, oh god, why did I come here? Anyway, here's a note where they're like, whoa, I got all goopy. Things are getting weird. This is my final note about how weird things are getting. Anyway, bye. I'm just saying that the information that I glean from these tends to be minor. And from what I know about these kinds of stories, which is not a mountain of stuff, but I know a few things about them at this point, investigations don't tend to be super helpful. A lot of like, oh no, I've only accomplished becoming a witness to the horror. This is going to occur at great cost to myself. Why did I think this was a good idea? Is that guy okay? Oh, he's fishing. I thought he was hung. Like he looked like he was hanging above the ground, like he was like either suicide or execution. We're almost there. That's a spot over there. That could be it. That might be it. Northern Salvation Harbor, yes. Moreland Road between Higgs and Benevolent. Higgs, Benevolent, yeah. That's pretty narrow range you got there. Let's pull out my gun that seems to not actually kill things. That'll make me feel safe. Is this the same building I've been in like 4 times recently? 'Cause I think it is. You know what, let's review the notes again. It's been a little bit. Hobo signs. The crooked H is that the house is inhabited. The crosshatch means that there's crates of useful items. V, barricaded and dangerous. And spiral is unknown. I think spiral means Lovecraft stuff, basically. What sign is on this place? Nothing, evidently. But that one just says, that's just a treasure chest. That's not even on the list. But I guess just drawing a treasure chest is kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? Nope. What? They can become ghosts? Ah, shit, I'm about to die. Nope, get in, get in. Bye. How do you do, sir? Alright, well that almost immediately basically killed me. Hey, things hurt you a lot in this game. While usually not being very vulnerable to being hurt by you. It always feels like I'm not supposed to be fighting stuff because it seems like that they're just gonna kick my ass. But at the same time, the location and level design of the quests usually makes it feel like I definitely am supposed to fight them in order to have any chance of succeeding. Because I can't just like hang out. Double the quest reward earned. Or there's the half chance. Whereas these are like 10% chance of double damage. Yeah, these are not huge percentages of bonus damage. They're not going to be like less a game changer, more like a timer. Yeah. There's one of those games where a lot of the upgrades are relatively minor, it seems. Being able to carry more crafting items is potentially helpful. Let's do this one from early on. How do I buy things? Double click. Enter. Spacebar. Right click. E. I can't buy it. Oh, I can acquire that. But you do press spacebar to get it. Oh, I just do already have that one. I'm an idiot. Alright. I thought I'd only spent 1 point so far. Maybe I guess I just forgot. Alright, well now I have double quest rewards. Got that going for me. One down. Two down. They actually died. Not doing great ammo-wise. Uncertain whether I should craft more or just keep exploring. Lissa's secret book. Bad dreams again. The thing under the floor keeps scratching. I told Mom, but she said it was rats. Dad told off John for playing with slimes near the hole. But it wasn't him. I told Dad about the thing who lives in the basement, and he punished me too. Tonight I saw the head looking from the hole and cried. It comes at night and wants to do bad things to me and John. Why don't Mom and Dad believe me? I was so tired from not sleeping that I couldn't watch the hole, and today I feel so bad. My belly hurts. My mouth tastes like slimes. Mom and John say they feel bad too. Now I hear it scratching. Thing came out of the ground and like infected them by going into their bellies. They got impregnated by the goop monsters. Hang on a second, I see the thing.
Every kid's childhood dream. I wanted a toy like that too once.
Couldn't carry anymore. Can you at least tell me what it is? Oh, ammo and... okay. It kind of tells me what they are. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's these two things. So those two... yeah, those are categories in their own. So gunpowder and shell casings. Alright. Gotcha. Oh boy. was gonna say, how the hell does anyone live in a situation like this? Then I remember that in these narratives, they've always completely lost it by now anyway. It's like the Junji Ito story about, like, everyone living in the grease house. That kind of stuff. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Were you imaginary? Son of a bitch. Was he imaginary? He hit me. Didn't I just lose... Did I lose health? I'm not sure. And there's the coffins. Wow, treasure. Oh, they actually aren't full of bodies. I think. Yo, if your dad keeps not listening to any of the things you say about what's gonna happen, I'm gonna keep trying to warn him, and then he's buying coffins, maybe it's time to move out. Maybe it's time to run the fuck away. Now, the coffins might have been after. Maybe they put the kids in the coffins and then they woke back up into invisible monsters? There's the goop. I don't think I can directly inspect. And who is labeling these things with hobo signs? Like, in universe, somebody came in here and labeled those things with hobo signs. Which is just weird. A bit distressing. Stop doing that. Okay, that's a lot of you guys. Okay. This is problem. Well, we're getting experience, I guess. Hope it's worth it. They both require the same resources, but the revolver uses one more gunpowder. Keep those guns loaded. Or the goop monsters will get you. How did you get up here?
The slime still looks fresh. I suspect Dr. Grant would be interested in it.
So at what point do we just, like, burn the entire town down? 'Cause I think that point was a few years ago. Decades ago?
Weeks have passed since this food was cooked.
Oh. It's just a little bit of story. I was like, what's happening? This... Can the goop get me? Because I feel like it can get me. Uh-oh, here we go.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
Oh boy.
No matter how bad I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
Time to figure this out.
That doesn't give me a ton to work with. You seem to be alone. I guess the guy probably left for work first.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work. Why can't you understand that?
And then down here, she probably got infected or something like that. And then she turned into a monster or something like that.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
Oh. I guess I was wrong.
No matter how bad I feel, I have to go to work.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
Okay. I can't really tell what's happening here. Is that the monster? And yes, that's the monster with the vagina face infecting. Is it the mom? I think so. Yeah, two of them came out. So I guess she got infected, then he left.
No matter how bad I feel, I
Then
have to
bad
go to
happened.
Liz! John! You... what is happening to me?
The beast crawled from the sunken basement at night and infected the family. After a short incubation period, they turned into monsters too.
Gross. Yeah. So, obviously? Huh. What he said as his conclusion was exactly what I already knew happened, like verbatim, but the minigame, I just couldn't tell what I was looking at visually with half the things, so I couldn't piece together the timeline via the silhouettes. But that's supposed to, but his ultimate conclusion was just what I already knew. Yeah, they got infected from the thing coming out of the floor, and then oh, that's all done. And then they turned into monsters. We're about to discover Salvation Harbor. Get our asses back to the boat, and if any monsters show up, we'll just run past them, because screw you guys, I don't have any more objectives here. Alright. That felt costly. I fired a lot of bullets. I think it's mostly just that I'm not comfortable yet, though, in how many bullets I should be expecting to spend per mission. Or what is a good amount and stuff like that. Like, I don't... I feel my supplies always feel really finite. Oh, that's kind of reinforced by the fact that the game only lets you carry like 20 bullets total, which is just a really low cap. So it constantly feels like you're kind of not supposed to fight. And yet, the quest will spawn like 5 enemies that take like 5 bullets each, practically. So clearly I am supposed to be fighting it out. Because in cases like that, you can only have the hang out and explore the visions and stuff like that if there aren't enemies murdering you the whole time. So I definitely was supposed to clear them out this time. We're off to infested area. Alright. That's a bad place. But my goal's over there. So screw you guys. I'm going this way. And we'll just check around the perimeter to see if any of the sides are safe. And then we'll go in that side. Because that's the smart thing to do. Don't you go coughing, you're gonna get your Innsmouth on me. What? Interesting little physics moment there. This sofa yearns to be free. Yay! It's safe here. I'm definitely torn. We're like, on one hand, having an animation for getting in and out of the boat would look a lot better than teleporting in and out of the boat. But on the other hand, like, games that insist on fully animating every action you do can get exhausting when you then keep having to deal with that animation hundreds of times. So it goes back and forth. Oftentimes the solution is just to have a really fast animation or something. But even then, waiting for him to get in and out every single time would be a bummer. Not to mention, considering how you can pilot the vehicle, it'd probably look really iffy half the time. Yeah, we put a car there. That'll probably fix it. I like the strategy I have for mapping out the hazard zones more articulately, so I can actually tell where they are, as opposed to just, it's somewhere around there. Seems like a good approach. Obviously, the barricades are pretty obvious when you get there, but you know, you can plan your paths better if you once you have an idea of where they are. I'm not going to go massively out of my way to map them out, though. I'll just plop them down when I find the barriers, and over time it'll become more complete. Kind of like my progress through all the side things. That's inhabited. That is the place. All right. The ooze sample. Yeah. Dr. Grant asked me to visit a shop in the Central Salvation Harbor on Windhelm Street, south of Polaris Road. Even before the flood, a man that owned it was haunted by monsters in his dreams. He may know something useful about those creatures. I should ask him about it. Hey, maybe I just walk in and talk to a guy this time instead of the usual stuff. Oh, it's a shop. Right. Yeah, right. That was the point. Anyway, I'm robbing your shop, sir. Don't mind me. Seriously. Oh! It is not currently a shop. Wow, look at me. I'm gonna die. What is up with the fog? I feel like I don't want to go in it. Oh yeah, he's definitely pooping it at me. He's pooping the gas at me. Alright. I'm right back down to having 0 ammo. What is the inventory hotkey? Settings. Controls. Items is no, that's not what I mean by items. Map, casebook. Tutorial is T. There just isn't one. You either open map or casebook. Okay, so that's it. So when I think there's no clean hotkey for going here first, I'm right. I figure I'll just make revolver bullets until these equalize, then spend the rest on pistol. That makes sense to me, at least. Because revolver uses 2 gunpowder, and I keep getting slightly more gunpowder than casings. Nothing else I make requires gunpowder. I'll probably get more categories of stuff to make here eventually. Alright, don't know if the... There we go. Keep mixing up which one I have out. Don't know if the fog was going to hurt me necessarily, but I didn't really want to test that.
Those bloodstains would definitely attract wild beasts.
Shop owner's notes. The dreams returned again, even stronger than before. I feel those things touching me, crawling, leaning towards my warmth. The doctor is a Dane obsessed with his theories, but who can help me? I'm losing my mind. Today, I woke up and one of those creatures was under my blanket. I smashed it on the floor and stomped until it stopped moving. But it was no more a dream. It is real. Neither coffee nor cocainum work to stay awake. Are we talking about cocaine? Like, alright, Kay helped me. Twice I have almost fallen asleep, and they appeared again. I would be terrified to be alone in this city. Like, is he the only person here? Also. Aww. Wildly disappointing. Uh-oh. You guys are getting goopy monsters. Stop. No, voice is bad.
Seems after visiting Dr. Grant, the shop owner preferred to self-medicate.
Was he injecting cocaine? Oh, creepy prince. I believe I'll take the stairs. After I carefully explore. Sir? Oh, he hung himself alright. Yep. Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's going to tell me much about those monsters.
Wow. Thanks, buddy. You're... the smugness. Or like just the glibness. Can't bear to stay awake any longer. Can't let them take me there. Every time I see them in a dream, they appear near me, touch me with their cold hands, sting me with those tails. There's only one way to end the suffering. Kay, forgive me. Probably don't need you there anymore, I guess. We found the spot at this point. Key evidence has been discovered. Okay. Fighting is hard. Can you die, please, when I shoot you with bullets? You have very small bodies. You should be way more vulnerable to being bulleted to death. Oh, shit. Fog bad. There we go. Bulleted to death. I make good words. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna be out of this stuff soon. God damn. Alright, now I'm really out of resources. The goopy disappearing animation's so loud that I always think they're about to attack me. We all clear?